Oh, no. Are you right, wee man? Oh, the poor mate. You're crying because you're cold. You're out here monitoring the sound and the vision. There you go. Oh. This man's crying for you. He's crying. You should be ashamed. Where the day's going? Day 8. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to another hearty helping of Celebrities' Big Brother's Little Breakfast. It's day 8. The time is 8:02. Coming up this morning, Lady Isabella Harding's here and Queer Eye's Julian Bennett. Both here to tell us why they're backing Jodie. All right, we've talked about Pete, we've talked about George. Today we're talking about Jodie. And as George, Jodie and Pete face eviction tomorrow, we're going to be crossing live to the racetrack to update you on our snail-based eviction prediction. Very good. And group dynamics expert Kate Marlowe is going to be answering your questions in Ask BBLB. The group's falling apart. We need some dynamics. She's the expert about group dynamics. If you have a question for her, details of how to get her in touch are on the screen right now. And, oh dear Lord, good morning, America. We have a very special call coming in from Los Angeles.
Yeah, Bracky.
You never know, but fingers crossed. But first, we start, as we always do, with BBLB's Big News. For their part of the science experiment, Chantal and Maggot had to learn Japanese in their sleep. At 10:26 a.m., they were called to the dining room to test out their new language skills.
猫はどこですか? ダイアリールームから出ていただいて結構です。パン屋さんはどこにありますか?
Wait.
What? We? What should I listen to? Watch tonight's show to see if some of the housemates have passed this week's shopping task. Next up, at 11:31 a.m, the housemates' conversation turned to love. Never one to miss an opportunity. The Rod made an unsuccessful pass at Faria.
You love me?
Oh, of course I do, Daddy.
Yeah. I know people who've got, like, sugar daddies who don't even...
I know a lot of them.
Yeah, but you can't be my sugar daddy, Dennis, because you're only 3 years older than me.
Can we be your sugar daddy?
But I'm younger than you, darling.
You be my sugar mama.
No, I can't.
We can?
No. Not a good idea.
No?
No.
Can I be useful some other ways?
No.
He will pull, just by sheer perseverance. It must happen. And at 7:38 p.m, after a day of self-imposed isolation, Rula offered some words of advice to Jodie.
You really should learn just to listen. You go, yeah, but, and straight in with something else. If you just listen calmly, if you try and play it cool...
I am, though.
No, you're not, darling, because if you separate yourself from us all the time, and then when you are there in the room, you separate yourself physically and look lost and look morose and look sulky.
But you know what, to be honest, I am lost.
I know.
I am totally lost.
I know, but then act a bit.
Now, of course, no breakfast show will be complete without a quick look at the weather. So, over here, as you can see, our barometer indicates the high atmosphere pressure in the house. Well, it's eased over the last 12 hours. There are signs of climate change in the house. Dennis, who at first showed signs of hot spells for Chantal, has become cooler and less predictable. There's a high risk of showers from Chantal, who's admitted missing her mother. And last night, a fog finally descended over Michael, who accidentally called Preston Prescott and mistook Rula for Marty Kane. That was BBLB's Big News and Weather. Ooh, today is the final day of the shopping task, which will predict whether the housemates have £4 to live on or £1 per day. George has taken on the role of lab assistant in Big Brother's science task. Let's go live to the house to see if anyone is up. Pete and Michael are up.
What?
Can we hear them?
Microwave, you can't see them. Mock in a microwave. Shut the door on it. It's just so ridiculous. Cookers.
What are you talking about?
I just think no one's got a clue how to run a kitchen. Paper cups, paper plates, microwave, dishwasher. You don't even need the dishwasher. You can get rid of if you get paper plates. No more dishes than save on washing up liquid. And you've got more money to spend on food.
I'm talking about how to clean this top. And you said get a microwave.
Yeah. No, it's just, we should never have had that in the first place.
Oh, right, yeah. Well, I accept that, but I mean...
Thing is, when you speak to Michael, you never really know when you're going to set him off. Even something as innocuous as microwaves. I thought I saw a wobble there for just a second. Tomorrow is a big day. We'll know whether either George, Jodie or Pete will be booted at the Big Brother house. But one of the housemates will be celebrating whatever the outcome. It's our first celebrity birthday. Tracy Bingham will be 38. All the girls like this. I know. Big Brother has revealed to us they're going to be sending in a birthday gift to her. But what do you get the girl who has it all? Well, it's up to you. We've got 3 cracking options for you. If you want her to receive a birthday cake, very unfortunate shot of the birthday cake there, of a decapitated lady, then text A to 83188. If you'd like a hamper full of pamper goodies, no, you don't want that, you want the cake. Text B to 83188. Or, and many gentlemen, I'm sure the audience would like to send her this, if you'd like a Stars and Stripes bikini, text C to 83188. Let us know. It's all about the interactivity, people. You're going to find out the results later on in the show. Next up, our 2 guests who are no strangers to moving in celebrity circles. It's Jodie supporters, Lady Isabella Harvey, and Queer Eye's Julian Bennett. Hello. Complete with Lou.
Of course.
Of course. Hello. You're right. Oh, she's so lovely. So how are we doing? All right.
Great, how are you?
What do we make of the show so far, guys?
It's very exciting, and God, I wouldn't want to be in that house.
Well, it's an extraordinary. The fact that they just seem to argue all the time is a thing that...
I just think there's so many cross personalities and so many people with issues that's causing such a problem.
Absolutely.
I think
so many
people,
issues.
Yeah.
OK. Isabella, having been on a reality show, is this setup familiar, or...?
And I went on one with Jodie as well. I went on the games with
Yeah.
her, and she was really lovely to me on the games.
Which is obviously how you met, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. But is the setup, obviously, I think the paranoia and that sort of sense of claustrophobia in the house is...
Well...
I suppose you can't compare what your
well,
experience...
I was on a beautiful island in Fiji, so I was quite lucky. And I got on really well with everyone, so there wasn't really that many rows or anything.
Sure. OK. Some of the celebrities have stated they've gone on Big Brother because they want to change the public perception of them. Do we really think Big Brother can do that?
Yes.
I do, yeah. But the thing is, though, I mean, obviously it comes down to the fact that if you watch it live all day long, you get to see them, but sometimes from the later show, it's all edited out. But I think sometimes when you're put under a lot of pressure and have a lot of people picking on you, you can't really be you because you end up becoming very defensive and you get quite angry with I mean, I would as well. I think I'd probably lose my rag a few times if people started picking on me. But I think too many people have got too many conflicts going on that you're not actually getting to see the real people yet.
OK, well, Julie, why do you think George, Jodie and Pete were nominated? Because of those conflicts?
I think so, yeah. I think there are 3 strong personalities there. I feel a lot of people are picking on each other, I think. But they are 3 big characters, and I think they've all got something to try and prove to themselves.
Probably the 3 biggest characters in the house as well. They probably are the
big
strongest
hair and big heels, yeah.
Jodie seems to be the centre of all the controversy. As her friends, is this typical of the Jodie you know?
No, definitely not.
Really? So you haven't seen this
The girl
side
I
to her
know was so kind to me. When I did that programme called The Games, I had there were some conflicts between a few of us, and she was so kind to me and so just the nicest person.
I think for Jodie right now, I think in a way she's being put under scrutiny by the other stronger characters. I don't think she's trying to be better than anybody else or be more intelligent than people. I think she really is trying to be Jodie, but unfortunately right now she's been put in a position where she's having to fight back, which is a very ugly position to be in. And of course, you know, the clique that she's got with Chantel, it's almost as if she's becoming a mother to Chantel.
Sure. Okay,
I just think the others are making her feel uncomfortable now.
Well, let's take a look at Jodie so far.
All is good in the Big Brother house.
You get me!
Sorry, I'm a geek.
I love you.
You're so cool, I love you.
Just leave me alone.
Did I call you a murderer personally? Did I? Take it!
No.
You are a wicked person.
Everybody's looking at me like I'm some sort of annoying, moaning, negative old hag.
I'm not a robot. I'm not devoid of feeling and emotion. Sorry that I'm a human being with feelings. Do you know what I mean?
Are you still there?
Right. OK, let's get down to it. Do you think Jodie is being treated fairly?
No.
In relation to how she's behaving? Because as you already
yes,
said,
that is a good question.
This is not the girl that you know.
Yes, in relation to how she's being treated, no. I don't think she is. She's being forced into a position where anyone, I think, would jump out. And I think if Jodie was around people that knew her, she wouldn't be like... She's just not like this. That's the thing. But unfortunately, she's got two very big issues going on at the moment, and they are two horrible people that I think are just really digging it. They're finding a scapegoat, and she's the one that's just absolutely been put into the position of having to stand there and defend everything that she says. And unfortunately, she's becoming something that she doesn't want to be, which is not her. But I think generally, when you want to stick up for yourself or you're put into a horrible position, you are going to fight back. And I just think it's unfair because that's all we seem to be seeing about, and that is not Jodie. But
it's strange, though, because she... I mean, the one thing that comes across from her on there is that... I mean, I've only met her once when she came on the show in the summer. But the one thing that does come across is she doesn't listen to anyone.
I know, because she's automatically got her back up now. I mean, that's it. Now, that's it. From now onwards, she's just like, bam, 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 whatever you throw at me, I'm just going to throw it back in your face. Because I think she's just had enough now.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you think if she stays tomorrow, do you think she will stay tomorrow?
I hope she stays tomorrow so she has a chance to kind of show the real
real
her.
when you break up the two against one, and it's one against one, it's all going to chill.
Are really quite mean to her. I mean, peace and...
Do you think...
I mean, she has done some silly things.
I was going to say, do you think any of it's warranted?
To be honest, I mean, I know Jodie. Some people have looked at that and people are like, oh, good God, what are you doing, woman? But then again, you know what? She's only human. And, she's gone in there wanting to be seen as the real Jodie, but I think now it's all been taken away from the real Jodie, and it's all about the woman that is from Essex that gets her things out.
So if she does stay tomorrow, what would you advise her to do? How can you see her changing?
Take a step back, chill. Really, just chill. Because you know what? You'll come across a lot better. You'll come across as the Jodie we know. Because when we go out with Jodie, she just mills around and people come and talk to her. You know, she's not
She's not like that at all.
But I think she needs to chill.
Thank you very much for giving us an insight, Jules, Isabella, and Lulu.
Lulu.
OK. Join us after the break when social dynamics expert Kate Marlowe is going to be answering your questions in Ask BBLB, and we'll catch up with our legless friends. The snails, I mean. We'll see you in 3. Interesting stuff. Good morning. Welcome back to Celebrity Big Brother's Little Breakfast. It's day 8. The time is 8:17. Still to come, Ask BBLB with social dynamics expert Kate Marlowe. But first, how does it feel to be the first celebrity to be evicted from Big Brother? Well, I don't know. But we're going to speak to someone now who's been there and lived to tell the tale. Does this ring any bells?
Yeah, Jackie.
Yes. Live from Los Angeles is the lady herself, Jackie Stallone. Please, God, let her say it. Hello?
Yes.
Is that Jackie?
Yes, Jackie. Who else?
Jackie, how are you? It's lovely to speak to you again.
Yeah, what's going on here?
OK, well, essentially, they're back in the house. This time last year, you were up for nomination. Do you remember how you found nomination? Did you enjoy nomination?
No, I did not. I didn't enjoy one thing about it.
Were you upset?
Was I supposed to?
No, it's a good point. Were you upset to be the first celebrity evicted out of the house?
Yes, I was, because of that. Well, with that type of person that you had there, yes. What a conglomeration of stupid people to be evicted from a group like that. It was sort of a relief, but then it was an insult.
Yeah, wow.
Because I didn't expect that type of person. I was misled from the first day.
Yeah.
I was told I was going to be in a room with... They searched for 3 months for the most brilliant minds, 8 brilliant people, and out of 8 around the world, I was one. I thought, oh, my God, who in the world could I be with? So for 3 months, I thought, who am I going to be with that's so brilliant? I thought Gore Vidal, Elton John. Never did I dream of be this eclectic group of stupid people. And then to be thrown out on top of it was just too much.
I know. Now
I stayed in bed for 3 days after the trauma.
Jackie, there seems to be an age gap in the House this year, which is causing a problem. Did you find it difficult to relate to the younger members of the House, Kenzie and Jeremy Edwards, the young hunky men?
Yes. Well, Kenzie was just a child. I have grandchildren older than him. But who was the other one?
Jeremy Edwards, the actor.
Jeremy, the stupid one. Well, I can call him an actor. I mean, basically, I'd hardly call him an actor.
Okay. Well,
I mean, he was a crashing bore, and you know it.
I
don't think anyone could relate to him.
He was
There's nothing there to relate to.
He was a nice guy. Lastly, any advice you'd give to our nominees this year?
The ones that are there?
Yes, the ones that are in there now.
I would tell them that basically, what have they got to lose? If they're anything like the group that was there before, this is their probably the last shot at getting any recognition at all. I'd suggest they stay there. They have probably no better place to go. They probably haven't paid their rent wherever they are. Might as well stay there.
OK, Jackie, it's been lovely to speak to you. Bye, Jackie.
This is it?
Yeah.
You for real?
Bye, we are for real.
I got out of bed for this.
Love you, Jackie. Bye.
I can't believe it. Oh, my God.
OK, bye, Jackie. Jackie, we spoke to her the other day. She was off to teach tap. We said, really? She said, oh, yeah, not amateur, professional. It's time to find out now how our African friends are doing. Hello, Zimbabwe. Joke. In our first eviction prediction of the year, on Tuesday morning, as soon as the nominations were revealed, 3 gigantic snails set off from the studio. Honestly, enormous, as big as my deformed fist, in the most important race of their life. Each snail represents George, Jodie, or Pete, and the last one to reach the Big Brother house tomorrow is the housemate we predict will be evicted. Let's go live to trackside to see how they're doing.
I thought I'd be able to make a bigger mark than I've made.
I do feel like I'm being a bit picked on at the moment.
I feel like I've been fired out of a cannon.
As you can see there, the snails right now face a veritable chicane. We have an anti-snail bag of salt in front of them, so we're not entirely sure if the 3 of them will make it through the day. But tomorrow, if they do, the snails will make their prediction. Remember, the final choice is up to you, and here is how to vote. What started off as a united household has quickly been divided. Pourquoi? Here to answer your questions is social dynamics expert Kate Marlowe, everybody. Hello, Kate. Lovely to see you. OK, Kate, you specialise in improving interaction amongst groups. Talk us through what's happened to the group so far. I mean, I suppose there was that period that everyone gets on, but then what happened?
What's happened is there's a number of individuals in there that don't have a sense of being live on their own part, compromise, think about other people. They are totally self-absorbed and self-important.
So when they're out of the house, you mean they're just, they do their own thing and,
yeah.
and they just have no comprehension of selflessness, I suppose, or compromise.
They're not team players, they won't compromise, and they just want to be in charge and think for real that what they think is right.
Okay.
Dolph.
Let's take a close look at how the group's dynamics have developed so far.
Why don't we raise a glass, first of all, to a happy and harmonious Big Brother house, yeah?
Drink to that.
Big Brother.
Well, so far it seems like a great group of people.
There is obviously the beginnings of some sort of segmentation.
Silly people.
Oh, they're silly people.
Silly people.
But it hasn't broken up the group yet.
Oh, Marco.
Because I think you're wrong in assuming that we're here separating ourselves. We are just warm and comfortable and tired, and we sit in the comfiest, warmest place in the
there's
house.
community here. And if
I don't feel much of a community.
Why have they turned on Jodie then?
Jodie is vulnerable there. She is irritating, she is annoying. You might not like her, but they have picked the weakest member of the house and they've ganged up on her. Yeah, because Jodie's an easy target. Jodie is absolutely an easy target to pick on. She's loud, she's up for it, and those guys that are doing it, that have ganged up on her and put her in a corner with her back against the wall, should know better.
Does she not want to be a leader herself, though? Is that kind of...
I don't think Jodie wants to be a leader. I think Jodie tries too hard. She does need to relax. She needs to listen. All of the things that they're actually saying to her, but the way they are doing it is absolutely vile. It's vicious with the sharpest knives.
OK. Age seems to have been the main issue in the house. Is this something you'd expect?
Age on first impression did seem to be the issue. I think the real issue is that you've got people behaving like children. The people that are doing it, George, Michael, Pete Burns, those are fully grown men and they are behaving like spoilt toddlers.
Do you not think, just going back to Jodie, I mean, you know, we're talking about Jodie today, most people are saying, well, yeah, they're being out of order to her, but she's kind of brought a lot of this on herself.
Yeah, I think Jodie has brought a lot of it on herself, but it doesn't mean she deserves to be treated with such aggression, for them to gang up. I mean, it's at times been 3 against 1, and what they're saying to her far outweighs what she's actually done.
OK. What can the group do to resolve these problems? Bear in mind, they've got to spend the best part of the next 2 weeks living together, so...
I think to resolve this, or take a step towards resolving it, you've got to get rid of one of the main protagonists. The person who needs to perhaps go first to make this happen is George, and followed close second by Pete. George really has too much to say and thinks that he's the god of the house.
Okay.
And Pete just enjoys being very vicious.
We have time, I think, pretty much for one call. Michelle in Lancashire. Hello, Michelle.
Good morning, Dermot.
Hello there. Go for it, Michelle.
Last night, Pete was saying that he's in here for himself. Do you think by saying that he has actually done himself damage and shot himself in the foot?
OK, what do you think?
OK, I think the answer to that is yes, but I think Pete doesn't... he doesn't appear to care about this. He has shot himself in the foot by saying this because he could go in by himself, but there's a house full of people. This doesn't make any logic whatsoever.
Yeah.
He's behaving outrageously.
OK, that's pretty much all we've got time for today. A quick update on the old text poll. 63% say this little puppy is going in, or these 2 little puppies are going in for Tracy Bingham's birthday. That is pretty much it. I hope you enjoy your birthday, Tracy. Next up, comedian and actors Jessica Stevenson, Rob Brydon and Steve Coogan on Morning Glory. See you tomorrow. Take care, bye-bye.